It's beer o'clock again on the Real Ale Guide. Today's beer is a beer from Weyerbacher Brewing Company and it's a bottle of their Hops Infusion India Pale Ale coming in at 6.2% ABV. There's the nice logo on the bottle. There's the bottle cap there, Weyerbacher branding on it. Let's get the beer opened into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the beer. I have had a Weyerbacher beer before. They're pumpkin ale, I believe. Really good beer, very spicy pumpkin beer. This one, Hops Infusion IPA, is coming out as a deep amber coloured beer. Nice levels of carbonation, little hazy, one finger, little bit off white head. Looks very nice in the glass, nice small bubbles rising from the bottom of the glass. Let's get a nose on the beer then. And just as the name suggests, Hops Infusion, they've really kind of gone out and put a lot of hops in this beer and it comes out on the nose. It's a really hoppy, orange, mango, apricot, grapefruit nose. It smells fresh, it smells spicy. I gotta get into this one. Cheers everyone. Oh, ho ho ho. Okay. Now this one's a very different IPA from a lot of the IPAs I've tasted, because there is that massive hop presence, which we will get to in a moment, but I'm picking up a load of kind of chewy toffee and a bit of roasted malt and some caramel, hints of coffee. It's roasted, it's a roasted beer, and you would kind of, looking at the beer in the glass, it is on the darker side, so they've used a bit of roasted malt in there, I'm sure they have. Concentrating on the hops then, Hops Infusion from Weyerbacher. It's a climber, it's one of them beers. It really is a malty, chewy malty beer first, and then as soon as the kind of battle is won by the hops, after that big furious malty hoppy fight, the hops come out on top and they kind of ramp up and charge towards the end of the palate, and they really do give off. There's a slight bit of that burnt tyre in there, which I'm not a massive fan of, I must admit. That the burnt tyre is, well, I've not had it in a while, but it's there ever so slightly, and it's almost as though they've used a little bit too many of them hops in there, and it's gone over the edge from being massively tropical fruity, and it's just gone over to being a little bit kind of burnt tyre, which is a bit of a shame, but it is still fruity. Mouthfeel, medium mouthfeel on the beer, nicely carbonated. It gives off a little bit of stickiness on the mouth with the hops, which you would expect with the amount of hops they've used in the beer. Let's see if it's bottle conditioned. It's not. The bitterness is nice. It's a nice, as you'd expect from the name and from an American brewery, it's a nice bitterness. It kind of grabs you on the end of, pardon me, on the end of the palate. Okay, and the more, it's a bit strange because every taste is different. The taste I'm picking up now is that mouthful was very fruity and hardly any kind of rubber tyre at all, burnt tyre. It was more mango, orange peel, lemon, grapefruit, pine needles. You probably know, watching this beer review, you're probably sitting back knowing what I'm going through here. It's a close call between them really nice pine needles and grapefruit to just being that little bit too much where it's a kind of a burnt rubber tyre. And every mouthful's different. And, well, you've got to give it to the beer. But I am very impressed with that roasted malt. %6.2%. Can't really complain about the beer. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, I say it's just that little bit of rubber tire I had at the start of the review, which is gone now. Strangely, it's strangely gone, but it was definitely there. www.weyerbacher.com. Check these guys out. There's the website. There you go. Rating for the beer then. I'll give it one more taste. It's a really solid nose. It's solid. It's really hoppy. It's hoppy in the taste. It's malty. If it wasn't for that first couple of tastes when I had that rubber tyre, I'd probably be pulling a 9 out of 10 from this beer. I'd probably be giving it a 9 out of 10, but because it's such a fine line, between being absolutely spot on and a little bit burnt tyre, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 beer from the Real Ale Guy. Thanks for watching me. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to my daily beer reviews, and cheers.